Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another 1v1 brought to you by the Pwnanza team. This is Youth here commentating for you, and we have our Pwnanza player here at the 12 o'clock position. He's going to be cHoBo from Poland, our purple Protoss, and he is going against prOpZnow. He is our red Terran here at Shadow Temple. So let's see what this PvC will end up looking like, as cHoBo is dropping down the pylon near the Nexus. Not gonna be walling in, of course. That's not all that popular against Terran, but it seems like prOpZnow is gonna be dropping a supply depot here at the ramp. Might just be dropping the 3 supply depots here, so he can wall. He can lower the supply depots later on, but still have a pretty nice wall in. Maybe 2 supply depots in a bunker. It's also quite safe to hold off any early gate aggression. And has chrono boosted some probes out, and is chrono boosting some more. And here comes a gate indeed. And yeah, cHoBo, will he be going for 1 gate expand? That is pretty popular against Terran, of course. The 1-1-1 all-in with Banshees and tanks is extremely difficult to hold off unless you go for very fast expansion as Protoss. But I don't know if prOpZnow will be doing that. I mean, just been reading posts on Team Liquid about that, and it seems like it is pretty powerful. Here comes the Gasser cHoBo and the second pylon. The Cyber Core will be up as soon as the gateway finishes, and the scouting will be done on the second spot scouted for both players, since they both scouted the wrong position first. Of course, there's no close positions in this map, I don't think. So, yeah, they know it's cross positions, and cHoBo must be pretty happy about that, because Protoss is slightly weaker than Terran early game, I believe. So here comes the Marine, and cHoBo does see the amount of gas that has been mined. Here comes a reactor and a second barracks, so it seems like prOpZnow is going to be doing some sort of mass Marine style here, as he's dropping down second barracks before command center. Interesting here. I would be expecting a factory or something, not a second barracks. Of course, this could be pretty aggressive, as second gas for cHoBo is down. The pylon is getting poked at. Will not be dying anytime soon, though. And warp gate research also being researched. Right there in the Cyber Core. First Stalker will be out momentarily. The Marine is chasing the probe away, so it will not be scouting. And a tech lab here. So will prOpZnow be doing some sort of all-in here with STEM? I would be expecting that, to be honest, as he is still making SCVs. He has got a fair number of SCVs, as he's got 16 SCVs in minerals, I believe. Nope, has got 15. Now he's got 16, so he should not be making any more SCVs if he's doing a really tight all-in, but it seems like he might not be. And cHoBo is probably going for a 1 gate expand, as the Stalker nearly died there without picking up any of the kills, and Marauder with concussive shells coming. More Marines still being made off that reactor barracks, and 2 more gateways. That's the safe option right here for cHoBo, being dropped down. Yes, the warp gate research will be finishing in about 40 seconds. The Stalkers are not welcome in that base, and cHoBo sees the huge number of Marines. He must know something is going on inside the base, but of course, the expand will be coming. No expand. This is pretty risky here for cHoBo, as he is dropping that pylon. Will he drop the expand down? This would be extremely bad if he did. Oh, he is not going to. Okay, pretty good. The 3 warp gates are up right now. Only 2 Stalkers and 2 sentries. They will be able to deal with that if they get force fielded, i.e. if the Terran decides to go up the ramp, which he probably will not decide to do, though. More sentries being made right there. And these Marines and Marauders will have to back off, because force fields are overpowered. No, just kidding. Force fields are pretty good. And force fields will wreak havoc on that army if they get split in two. And indeed, here we see these units recollecting, Zelaya Tower being taken by the weak marine, and a stim being researched right there in the tech lab. Factory now finishing. Will we be seeing a starport and some drop play? Yes, indeed we are. And here comes indeed the reactor for that starport. A marine staying there, going to be checking for the gold, timing there. 2 more gates going down, leaving cHoBo on 5 gateways. And cHoBo really is going to be needing a forge as soon as this nexus finishes. And he's not using the chrono boost. He's got 100 chrono boost on that nexus. 2 gates now finishing, and a lot of marines on orders right there. Stim finishing. And the starport and the reactor will finish at approximately the same time. We'll be able to start getting those medevacs going. And of course, marines and marauders with medevacs, they are pretty strong against Protoss, let me tell you that. You need quite a few zealots with armor upgrades to tank the damage. But quite a few sentries there. 8 sentries. cHoBo is actually going to be attacking with a 5 gate here, as it has been spotted by the marine. And the probers are being transferred over to the expansion. More and more probes. Nope. No more and more probes made, i.e. Oh yeah, there we go. More probes made. cHoBo is going to be making some probes. There are a few more orders, but nowhere near enough there, as he will be getting a very nice concave there. The Zealot should be going in first. cHoBo does not want to lose all these units, because if he does, then that's lights out for him. But no, he's not going to be committing to that. It's only 5 gateways, not really all in there. Not all in at all, actually. So we can see he's still chrono boosting probes out from both nexi. And here come the Marines and Marauders. You really don't want to move out with these Marines and Marauders. Nice forces of cHoBo, and trapping some units there, but the Zealots have died, and now these units could very well die as well. But very nice forces in cHoBo, definitely preventing those units from attacking, and another stim by those units. The sentries are in front, and of course that is not really what you want, although Marauders do deal less damage to sentries. And Marines will rip them apart, and you really want to keep those expensive sentries at the back. You really need Zealots, because both Soldiers and sentries are pretty weak against Marine Marauder. Zealots will tank off some damage with 1 armor, and 180, 160, 150 hit points. There we go. Marine stimming, going to be doing some harassment here. Will be killing off 1 probe. Yes, indeed. Not 2, I would not think. Especially, we have very nice control by cHoBo. And the probes do pick up the kill. This probe still disciple. Not all that good. And finally comes the expansion from prOpZnow. Very late expansion there, as medevacs are still being made off there. And notice the resources cHoBo has been gathering have been stockpiling up. You really don't want that. He's at nearly 1,000, actually 1,000 minerals and 500 gas. And he really needs to be dropping down the forge like ASAP. And yeah, the Colossus Den, Robotics Bay. He really wants a forge right now. We really need a forge, but no, it's dropping the Colossus Den, Robotics Bay. And slow sentries moving through the map back to the base. The destructible rocks are being attacked, and cHoBo does want to be 1 base ahead. That's pretty interesting here. Marauder following the medevac does not fit in that. It's too fat to fit. It fills 2 spots, like the one Marauder fills 2 spots, like that's so fat. And he will not be able to fit in there, so only 3 Marines, 2 Marauders will be coming and will be dropping just on top of these units. Not gonna last for too long. Here comes the Observer, and notice cHoBo doing the awesome stuff here, having those stalkers there to prevent any drops. Indeed, here he sees the drop. Will not note. Oh yeah, he does notice it. And this drop will be easily shut down here, as the units do. Oh no, bad force fields. Too bad though. It's forces are free, so here comes the first Colossus. Extended thermal lance being upgraded as well. Marauders slowly chipping away at those destructible rocks, and the Observer does see them and he knows the expansion is probably now up. If we go to the unit count station, we can see 38 SCVs to 63 probes. cHoBo really staying on top of that probe production in this game, and we can see the Forge and the Twilight Council are now up, and of course you need the charge and the blink to be able to chase down drops, and for yourselves to be any useful, you need charge, because if not, they won't reach the opponent's army. And now the question is, will he go for armor, which would be my decision in this situation, or will he go for the ground weapons, which could be a very good decision as well, since he's stockpiling on Colossi, and of course, Colossus with upgrades do lots of damage, and he's going for the ground weapons, which I agree with. I would probably go armor, though. But he is going for the weapons. That's pretty cool as well. 2 more gateways coming. 2 cannons here at the 3rd base will be able to at least buy some time for them Stalkers to get there, as Blink is now finished. Charge now starting. And Extended Thermal Lancer has finished. Meanwhile, more Vikings getting spotted by the Observer. But Marines and Marauders there. No. Oh yeah, this is the eBay. Now starting to research +1. Ground attacks, and we have combat shields, stim pack research, concussive shells, and we do not have an armory for that air weapons level 1. We see another Pwnanza. This will get spotted. No, it does not, but he does have 2 observers, so that's pretty cool. This Pwnanza is just in the right spot, so it does not get spotted. And oh, here comes a drop. Oh, very nice probes around. Will be able to deal lots of damage. And oh, actually, bad control by prOpZnow, loses all the units. And the Vikings do inch forward. Lots of them get picked. 1 Colossus will momentarily die. And oh, there's not enough units there for prOpZnow to hold. The Vikings have died. Some very nice forces there preventing the Zealots from attacking. That's not really what you want. And a blink to defend the Colossus. Colossus is doing so much damage. Sentries are slowly falling. There's no pylon here to make any reinforcements. But cHoBo is keeping his money low. Warping the units here. You can see Zealot Immoral there. And some more Stalkers there. Meanwhile, the attack has succeeded here. And all of the units of prOpZnow have died. Blinking into Marauders. Not really what you want there. There's so many Stalkers there compared to Marauders. And prOpZnow forced to GG. cHoBo taking the game quite single-handedly there with that +1 attack and a very fast 3rd base versus Terran. So congratulations, and this was a very nice game. Remember to subscribe to our channel with the yellow button above, and go ahead and check other VODs that will be up soon. So thank you for tuning in, guys. I'll see you around.